Before the goats, before the farm, and before I knew anything about shelters and structures. I remember the first time I said it loud. I want to start a goat farm. It sounded simple until the doubts rolled in. I started researching, watching videos, reading articles, asking other farmers, and everywhere I looked, I saw big things, big investments, big plans, big money. People were showing off raised structures and neat concrete floors, sliding doors, water systems, fancy stuff. Beautiful, yes, but intimidating. I would sit there with my notebook trying to sketch something similar, and I kept asking myself, how do people afford this? Where do they even start? And slowly, I began to feel like maybe good farming wasn't for people like me. Maybe it was only for those with deep pockets or with big loans. I was dreaming in a world that seemed to reward only the big. But then I realized something powerful. You don't have to start big to make an impact. You just have to start. So I made a decision, a bold one, even though it felt scary. I would build a flat goat shelter, nothing fancy, just strong, clean, and functional. A structure I could afford, one I could maintain, and one that fits my reality, not someone else's blueprint. And if you've not watched that video, I think it came out last week. Please go ahead and watch that video of how I managed to go to my local hardware with a tiny budget and constructed a simple gold structure for my goats. And when I finally led my goats into their new home, I cried because that structure, humble as it was, represented so much more than wood and nails. It was a proof that you can start with what you have, that progress beats perfection, that dreams don't need to be delayed just because your wallet is small. Since then, I've learned so much. I've added improvements here and there, but that first structure taught me everything: how goats behave, what they need, how to keep them clean, how to prevent sickness, and more importantly, it taught me how to be patient with myself. And today, to all the beginner farmers watching this, if you're stuck thinking you need the perfect structure before you begin, let me tell you, you don't. Start flat, start simple, start small, start with a shed, fresh water, and clean feeding. That's enough, because what your goats really need, what your farm truly needs, is you. You care, your presence, your willingness to learn and grow. And here is one thing I want to tell you. It's not your structure that makes you a farmer. It's your heart. So, to every farmer out there with limited resources, a shaky confidence, or a small budget, build it anyway, even if it's basic, even if it's made from repurposed timber, even if people laugh. You are laying the foundation for something bigger than you can see. And one day, you look at your thriving herd, your improved structures, and your growing confidence, and smile. Because it all started with a flat structure and a big heart.